Welcome back to the Guitar Spa, where we bring you all the beautiful guitars reviewed just for you. This is Jarvis here. Welcome back, fans. I have a lovely guitar here right now. Look at that sunburst, that reddish burgundy sunburst that is reddish here, burgundy like wine, and then orangey here. This is none other than a LJ16 ARE from Yamaha. And one thing I need to say about this guitars is Yamaha should be charging 2 to 3 times what they are charging for this guitar. Why would I say that? I'm going to dive into that. But before that, let me just play the first song, Let It Go, and then we'll start with the review, okay? A new way to start. Alright, this is actually a new piece that arrived, and owner just ordered it and it was shipped to his house, and then he said he can't play it, send it back to me, and I did a few upgrades. But let me just start. This is just a jumbo size, mid-size jumbo. As you can see, the low bar is slightly wider, above 16 inches, and it's slightly so thick here, from 3/4 inches down to above 4.5 inches here. Okay, I like the curves that are here, so it's relatively comfortable, relatively light. But the LJ series or the 16 series are all made in China, and let's look at why I feel that they should be charging 2 or 3 times more than what they are charging you right now. Firstly, I think for what the technology they employ on this guitar, and the amount of tone that comes out, the value that comes out they provide, it's really exceptional. So this, especially right now in Singapore, this below 1,000 Singapore dollars, they're about maybe I just checked, was just 800, 600 plus. I mean, which is maybe about $400-500 US, which is actually a giveaway for this with a gig bag, and also a pick guard. Okay, pick guard, and also a pick up that is built in. So let's get this review started. It comes with Engelmann spruce top. They call it premium Engelmann. Engelmann, as you know, is slightly softer than Sitka spruce, so it imparts a little bit of that warmness and the sweetness that actually you can hear from the treble side. So it's like the OMGM from Martin. The OMGM, it's an Engelmann spruce top. So when you take an OMGM that has Engelmann, you strum it with the back and sides in your row, so it sounds different from your very edgy, very aggressive Sitka spruce. The downside about the Engelmann spruce is you can't, if it's braced correctly, it's okay, you can actually dig it in, but up to a certain point you lose a bit of clarity if you're gonna whack it very hard. So Sitka spruce on this, underneath the hood is an X-race, they call it a modified non-scallop bracing. Okay, why non-scallop bracing is the non-scallop bracing they employ accentuates the treble, so it's a very modern sound. The other thing I found out was the bridge plate on this guitar. Normal bridge plate, let's say for example the red labels comes with a spruce bridge plate underneath here, just underneath here. for the LJ or the L16 series, they use a Indian rosewood bridge plate. And then also what I found also, people like let's say Good or some of their models, they use non-spruce bridge plate. I guess the non-spruce tape, let's say for example the rosewood bridge plate, will impart a little bit of more that modern tone and sustain and trebles that is found on this guitar. The other thing why this guitar is responsive, first, the tops are all treated ARE, acoustic resonant enhancement. That is like a what's that word? It's just treated with heat on this guitar. And also the bracing don't go all the way. I mean, it's non-scallop, but it stops short of maybe about 1.5 inches from the braces. So it allows this stop the parameters to just drive it. Okay, ebony bridge, ebony fretboard. You got 4mm abalone markers with the pole parameters over it, and it comes with the plastic pins, plastic nut and saddle. I've upgraded the saddle and nut to the fossilized MAMMOTH ivory. I've also removed the plastic pins and fitted dyed bone pins to give clarity, and also slotted the bridge pin slot a little bit deeper, so it gives you a little bit more top, like what they do it on certain of the high-end guitars. And then that actually gives a flexibility, the top on here, and then transfer the top tone. It comes with die-cast tuners on this, but I've already upgraded the die-cast, the gold die-cast tuners to the Super Guitar 5101 is to 21 ratio. This is really expensive, but one thing I feel that that's lacking is that the original tuners are not that fantastic. It's very hard to get it in tune sometimes to where you really want, and I think that's the downside of what you get, because you really get what you pay for, and they have to use maybe a not so premium kind of tuners. So I upgraded this on this 510 guitar tune. If you can, get it upgraded, because this is interesting. The body has the maple binding on this guitar, and also Indian rosewood, solid Indian rosewood that is found on this guitar. The beauty of this guitar that it comes with a 5-piece laminated neck. Why 5-piece? When you use 1-piece stability, 5-piece gives you stability on the neck, and also the necks are slightly thicker than your normal, let's say maybe the FG weight label, is that the rigidity gives you the sustain that you will find on this guitar. The sustain that is found on this guitar, that is it's excellent sustain that is found on this guitar. And if you do all these upgrades, get your luthier, somebody you trust to just upgrade this, you'll find that this guitar sounds like 2-3 times. Even you can take on some of the major brands, especially the modern brands. I'm not going to mention the brands here, but you listen to the clip. And if right now I'm going to do a review, I'm even going to play a few more songs and things like that, you find that your LJ16 sounds different from this, and this sounds, there's huge dynamic range, wider dynamic range, there's clarity, there's actually the trebles are ringing on this clip. Okay, so I'm gonna do right now the You'll find that the bass is not very woofy because of the non-scallop bracing. But over time, as the anglement opens up, it will get sweeter. The bass response on this, give it a year or two, it will develop a little bit looser, so that when right now you see even I play sustain, it lingers quite a fair bit than your normal, and it has that very edgy. And then a good guitar is when you play above the 5th fret. It rings. If you like something that rings, the trebles are crispy, bell-like trebles, then the Yamaha 16s are something that I highly recommend. I know it's not the traditional tone that you find, but it's the ringing is not just on the 1st to the 3rd fret, but even above. You can hear it's above the 3rd fret. The sound. Something a little bit louder, a little bit huge and jumbo size, and you don't like the dreadnought size, then I think this is something that I highly recommend. Get a couple of the upgrades done, and I tell you, grow with this guitar. I was talking about in my live stream. I mean, you can see it a couple of videos before this that I talk about you as a person grow, and if you maintain your guitar is to allow the guitar to grow together with you, not just when the guitar is in a correct environment, where it's kept in the correct environment, you baby it, give it 2-3 years, you see it blossom. And I would say that This is one of the guitars that I feel that will grow together with you, will age gracefully with you, and the way the guitar, the Yamaha is made to last. Okay, I've actually worked on guitars, Yamaha guitars that were 40 years old, 30 years, and I'm really impressed because it's stood the test of time. And I can't say that for even some of the major brands. Pump technique on this because it's a very relatively loud guitar. It's very great for some strumming. Let's play a bit of fingerstyle. I know this is a large body size. We may say sometimes a large body size when you play, because it's great for strumming, it may not be good for finger picking, but you be the judge. As I say, the bass is not very overpowering. It's a very balanced sounding guitar. You can hear the sustain. So use a flat pick. Alright, this is the LJ16. I'm going to play a little bit more. And I'm just compare with a D10E that I have here. So at least you get a point of reference at where this stands again. This is the LJ, and I have a Martin D, the mass market road series here. Okay. there you go, there you go. You can hear the difference between both guitars, and one is a more traditional tone. I mean, the Martin guitars are more traditional, and then the Yamaha. So there you go, the LJ16 ARE. ARE stands for Acoustic Resonant Enhancement. Torrefied treatment, yes, torrefied treatment. I just remembered it right now. Beautiful sunburst. Look at that sunburst. I mean, this one, if you go on stage, it looks beautiful from afar, and also far from beautiful. I don't think so, but it's great. It's a great looking guitar. And back inside, you get solid Indian rosewood with the maple binding. You get, originally comes with the plastic pins, plastic saddle. I've upgraded the saddle and nut to the fossilized Mammoth ivory. That's why you hear, I mean, you can hear that it's slightly more dynamic, clearer trebles. The bell-like trebles are there, and also I removed the plastic pins, which I feel are tone robbers, very soft material, and fitted with the die-bolt pins. Gives you a little bit more clarity, a little more tighter bass. And also I slotted give a more pronounced slot, 45-degree slot on the pinhole, so to give you a little bit more torque here, as what I've learned from Erwin Simoji. And the original comes with die-cast tuners. I've also upgraded